Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jin Young Kim. In 2017, I had a gout, and it's a terrible sickness. Then because I weighed 100 kilograms, I had a sickness, lying motionless for 1 month. For 4 years, I could not walk normally, almost physically handicapped with a limp. So I decided to exercise every day for 10 hours to the extent that I got to feel tired. In 2019, I competed in many bodybuilding contests, winning a prize. In addition, I got an officially fitness training certificate, and I have had an interest in bodybuilding so far. It has ever been a key element in my health. Since then, PM International items have been my close friend, giving me great happiness and well-beings. So I am sure PM International will give you great healthy and comfortable life. Thanks to exercise and PM International items, I recovered from gout, a terrible sickness. Anyone in the global village will be encouraged to become fit and healthy, if given my advice and experience. Let's join me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jin Young Kim, having lived in Seoul, Korea. I am a body care specialist and fitness trainer. In 1997, I had much trouble in keeping healthy life. However, I managed to recover from my sickness, becoming healthy. So I hope I will give you useful information about your health. All of a sudden, every day we may move and use our shoulder without stretching or exercise. In fact, in everyday life, we have too little time to use our shoulder. So, if you are not a physical worker, you will have no time to use your shoulder. If you do not use your shoulder every day, you will have frozen shoulder. With this frozen shoulder, you may have much difficulty in lifting or moving your shoulder. If you feel painful as you move your shoulders in daily life, you need useful massage therapy to relieve your pains. In modern daily life, you may feel shoulder pains and then you may have mental stress. However, fortunately, I may give you some useful information for your healthy life. With my heart and soul, I hope you will have a nice and good health.
As you see this moving picture, a person expecting to be served by therapist lies with your stomach on the floor of bed or the room and with both hands 60 degrees off the waistline. With the clenched fist in one hand, you can circle it very slowly around scapula, relieving shoulder pains. It may be very effective because the margins of the scapula are most vulnerable to shoulder pains. This physical therapy may alleviate tight shoulder muscles. In this case, you can relieve shoulder pains, focusing on scapula. Scapula, also called shoulder blade, either of two large bones of the shoulder girdle and vertebrates. In humans they are triangular and lie on the upper back between the levels of the 2nd and 8th ribs. An additional mechanism the scapula plays a large role in is the scapulothoracic rhythm, which is the pattern of muscle contractions and motion that occurs between the scapula and the thoracic vertebra. Similar to the scapulo-humeral rhythm, this relationship is vital to the stability of the shoulder joint as a whole. To the margins of the scapula are attached muscles that aid in moving or fixing the shoulder as demanded by movements of the upper limb. And they are apt to be ruined by too much movement and too little movement. In case of too much movement, scapula muscle cells may be ruined. On the contrary, in case of too little movement, scapula muscle cells may harden gradually and become like plaster in the end. Usually your exercise should focus on stretching and strengthening the muscles around the shoulder. As you see this moving picture, a person expecting to be served by therapist lies with your stomach on the floor of bed or the room and with both hands tightly by the waistline. 0 degrees off the waistline. With the clenched fist in one hand, you can circle it very slowly around scapula, relieving shoulder pains. It may be very effective because the margins of the scapula are most vulnerable to shoulder pains. This physical therapy may alleviate tight shoulder muscles. In this case, you can relieve shoulder pains, focusing on scapula. Scapula, also called shoulder blade, either of two large bones of the shoulder girdle and vertebrates. In humans they are triangular and lie on the upper back between the levels of the second and eighth ribs. The scapula is responsible for several motions which are integral to daily movement and smooth upper extremity motion. Protraction and retraction of the scapula assist with movement of the pectoral girdle and chest muscles both forward and back, respectively. Elevation and depression of the scapula assist with the movement of the entire shoulder capsule up and down, sin in motions such as shrugging of the shoulders. To the margins of the scapula are attached muscles that aid in moving or fixing the shoulder as demanded by movements of the upper limb. And they are apt to be ruined by too much movement and too little movement. In case of too much movement, scapula muscle cells may be ruined. On the contrary, in case of too little movement, scapula muscle cells may harden gradually and become like plaster in the end. Usually your exercise should focus on stretching and strengthening the muscles around the shoulder. Do you know PM International, German global company? PM International is simple, successful. PM International set out to take the lead in the international distribution of premium, cutting-edge products for health, fitness, and beauty from inside and out. Based on our significant and growing revenue, since 2011, PM International has been recognized as one of the top 100 direct sales companies worldwide and is currently ranked 10th. Economically independent, PM International possesses a sound financial base. Our equity ratio is over 60, about twice as high as the average equity capital of other medium-sized companies, which rates a AAA+. PM International is specialized in premium, cutting-edge products for health, fitness, and beauty. Do you know what is exclusive NTC? PM International's core competence is the unique exclusive NTC, the exclusive nutrient transport concept. The exclusive nutrient transport concept NTC delivers the nutrients exactly when they are needed and where they are needed to the cellular level, from inside and out. The nutrient transport concept NTC always carries nutrients to the place they are needed, exactly when they are needed to the cellular level, from inside and out for higher, better and faster results. With Nutrition Transport Concept NTC, PM International has developed a concept for the Fitline products that is aimed to bring you the maximum on bioavailability of ingredients in the products. Through that, the nutrients get transported to your cells 60 trillion exactly then, when the body needs it. Do you have an interest in becoming an independent distributor at PM International? I think the role of an independent distributor at PM International is very simple and successful. You can start to work as an independent distributor at PM International. I do not need any requirement to be an independent distributor. I do not require any specific nationality, school background, financial conditions. I need only a passion to be an independent distributor at PM International. The role of independent distributor position at PM International is very simple. You may recommend PM International product items to your friends and family, guaranteeing some rewards from PM International Company. www.pm-international.com. If you have a mind to work at PM International, you may send email to Jean Young Kim, apex7070@naver.com. and then I may reply the job description explained in detail. And then you can join membership at PM International homepage www.pm-international.com, signing in with the sponsor partner item.